glory and in His presence and in His mercy. We thank God for allowing us to do this, because the Bible says that when we enter His courts, we must enter with thanksgiving and with praises. We have done that in a small way. May God continue to accept our praises and our glory. In Jesus' name. And today we are reading Exodus chapter 14, verses 1 to 31, the whole chapter. And this is a famous story of the division of the Red Sea by God and the points of crisis in the lives of His children. One thing you and I have to accept, that if we belong to God and claim that He is an Heavenly Father, then really all our problems should be in His hands, and He should take care of them for us. As Psalm 23 says, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." You know, a shepherd takes care of the sheep. He takes care of all their needs. He feeds them, He protects them, He leads them to, everything He does for them. So you and I must begin to think of ourselves as sheep, and God is our shepherd. That means that every problem we can ever have, He will handle it for us. And we see that illustrated in this passage. Now, God had been leading His children through the cloud by day and the fire by night. He was the one directing their journey. They never left to travel without God telling them so. How I wish you and I could be like that in our journeys of life. Most of us, we only ask for God's direction after we've messed up in our own ways. If we would bother to wait on God and hear His direction, most of our mistakes will not happen in our lives. The children of Israel on their journey, their journeys were directed. Cloud by day, fire by night. So they could travel in the night because they had the fire to direct them. And the cloud would appear in the day. But they never moved until that cloud appeared. That means they never took a step. Now, how does that apply to you and I? Do we take steps without asking God? That's why most of us run into problems, because we never ask God. Or we want to do our own way. It's only when we mess up in our own way that we now come to God. So the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Tell my children that they turn and encamp before Pi-hahiroth, between Migdol and the sea, until they encamp by the sea. For Pharaoh will say of the children of Israel, they entangled in the land and the wilderness and shut them in. And I will harden Pharaoh's heart, and he shall follow after them, and I will honor upon Pharaoh and upon all his hosts, that the Egyptians may know that I am the Lord," and they did so. So what's the point here? God gave a particular direction to His children, and He told them that where they were going, it was a trap, because Pharaoh would think that they were entangled in the wilderness, and he would try to run after them to kill them. In fact, because God will harden his heart, and God will get honor from Pharaoh. You see, Egypt had many gods. They worshipped the crocodile, they worshipped all kinds of animals. They never worshipped Jehovah God. And if you look at all the 10 plagues that God afflicted them dealt with, it was against each and every one of the gods they worshipped. God wanted to show them that He was the true God, not all the idols they worshipped. So God said He would harden the heart of Pharaoh. Remember, Pharaoh was the one who instructed that he should throw the firstborn into the sea, because he didn't want the children of Israel to multiply. It was the one that afflicted them for over 400 years, different pharaohs. And until God killed the firstborn of Pharaoh and the children of Israel, and the children of Egypt, He did not allow the children of Israel to leave. Now that they've left, God says He's going to harden His heart, and they will pursue after His children. That's what He told Moses. And the king of Egypt was told that the people had fled, of course. And the heart of Pharaoh and his servants was turned against the people, and they said, "Why have we done this, that we have let Israel go from serving us?" You see, The Israelites were the slaves for 400 years, and they finally let them go because God killed the firstborn. And then Pharaoh made ready his chariots and took his people, 600 chosen chariots, and the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he pursued after the children of Israel. And the children of Israel went out with high hand, but the Egyptians pursued after them, all their horses and chariots and horsemen, and overtook them by the sea. So what's the picture here? This Pharaoh was a mortal enemy. Yet you see here, God hardened his heart to pursue after his children, so that he may get the glory. So the point is that sometimes in your life, your enemy, God will harden them against you, to pursue after you, to try to kill you. Why? Because God will get the glory and the honor on them. Meanwhile, you don't know that, and you are so worried, so fearful, panicking, not knowing that God had everything in his hands, and that everything is under his control. It's sort of walking in faith or walking in fear. So God already planned everything from the beginning. It was not a surprise to him. He allowed that enemy Pharaoh to pursue after them, so that that enemy may be destroyed before their eyes, and God will get the glory. But the children of Israel did not know that. They only saw the external effects, the results of God's plan. They didn't know what was behind that plan. Now, when Pharaoh drew near, the children of Israel lifted their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians marched after them, and they were so afraid. And the children of Israel cried out unto the Lord. See, they saw Pharaoh with his armies. They didn't have any weapons. They were just, slaves living in Egypt. And they saw these armies, trained soldiers, running after them to kill them. And of course, they were afraid. And they cried out to the Lord. Let's go to Joshua 24, verse 7. Psalm 34, 17. And Psalm 107, verse 6. Joshua 24, verse 7. Psalm 34, verse 17. And Psalm 107, verse 6.
Hallelujah. The righteous cry out.
Yes.
And the Lord hears.
And
delivers them out of all their troubles.
That's it. The righteous cry out. The Lord hears and delivers them out of all their troubles. That trouble you're facing in your life right now, God already has a solution to it. It's just that you don't know. And because you don't know, that's why you're so fearful. But if you only trust and obey Him, have faith in God that your case is in His hands, then you will not panic, you will not be fearful, and you see the salvation of the Lord in your life. Okay, Joshua 24, verse 7, and Psalm 107, verse 6. Yeah, Joshua 24, verse 7.
Then they cried out to the Lord
Yes.
in their trouble.
Yes.
And He delivered them out of their distresses.
That's it. He delivered them out of the distresses. So what's the point here? When we're in trouble, we need to cry to the Lord, and He will deliver us. There's the assurance that He will deliver because He's a heavenly Father, and no father can watch their children to be killed by their enemies. See, if we didn't belong to God, that would be a different case. But we're His children, we serve Him daily, He provides for us, therefore, we expect Him as a shepherd to take care of us. So, any other passage about reading anything else? Yes.
24:7.
Yes.
So they cried out unto the Lord.
Yes.
And He put darkness between you and the Egyptians. Brought the sea upon them.
That's it.
And covered them.
Cover them.
And your eyes saw what I did in Egypt.
That's it.
Then you dwell in the wilderness
Yes.
a long time.
That's it. So we see here that God had a plan and purpose. Even before the problem started, He knew the beginning and He knew the end of that problem. same thing in your life. This problem you have right now, God knows it from the beginning. He knows the end already. If you only believe in Him, you will be saved through that problem. But most of us are full of fear. That when the Israelites saw the army pursuing them, they became very afraid. And they cried to the Lord. Because they were not aware of what God had planned. They didn't know that was God that sent the enemy against them. You know, many people are wondering, how can God allow this person to be chasing me and tormenting me and doing this? No, God is the one who is allowing that so that He will get the glory on them. See, but you are so panicking and so afraid. And they see what they said. They told Moses, because there are no graves in Egypt, you're taking us to die in this wilderness? Why have you dealt thus with us to carry us out of Egypt? So they began to blame Egypt and indirectly God for freeing them for over 400 years of slavery. This is what happens when you panic, when you go to fear. All reason is going out of the window. You begin to say things you shouldn't say. You forget all what God has done about in your life, and you're just afraid, just fretting. I said, isn't this what we told you when we were in Egypt? Saying let us alone, leave us alone, that we serve the Egyptians. Can you believe that? They said, Moses, look, you should have let us be slaves rather than come and die in this wilderness. First of all, they were not going to die. They assumed that they were going to die. That's the first assumption. Because of fear, they felt that that's it. There is no more hope. We'll be slaughtered in the wilderness. Second thing is that in their fear and their panic, just like most of us, we forget what God has done for us in the past. So it's count your blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord has done. Now, this is the same people that God brought water out of the rock for them. He fed them with manna every day. The 10 plagues, they saw their own eyes, the plagues that God afflicted the Egyptians. Flies, frogs, blood, just name it. Darkness. Would God do all that and allow them to be killed? But the same Egyptians that had freed them, that they had killed their firstborn. I'm trying to give you a picture here that whenever we go into problems, we should always think back and think, God, what has God done for me in the past? I remember at a difficult time in my life, I was going through some issues, and I began to ask God, why? Why, Lord? Why, Lord? I began to ask Him, my heart was not at rest. And suddenly, that song was given to me, and my heart began to sing that song. Count your blessings, God has. And I've been singing that song for about 5 minutes before I realized that, oh, God has answered my request. This is the answer I was seeking for. God is saying, look back at what I've done for you. And you see that even in this problem, I will not leave you alone. You see? That's what God wants you and I to do. When we go through difficulties in life, God wants us to look back. Had the Israelites said, how can God allow Egyptians to pursue us and kill us? He's not the one that delivered us from their hands in Egypt by the death of the first one. He's not the one that made us by starting by day. How can God now leave us alone? See? Had they thought of that, they probably would have panicked. But like most of us, once we run into fear, we completely throw reason out of it. We don't longer reason normally. We're just shaking like a jellyfish. That is not faith. That is fear. Because the Bible says that God has not given a spirit of fear, but of power and a sound mind. So they began to accuse Moses and God that, why did you free us from Egyptian slavery? We should have been slaves rather than die here. You know, they were blaming God. And Moses told them, fear ye not. You see? That's the first thing. Fear ye not, because he knew they were speaking out of fear. Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. These are the 3 things you and I need to do when we run into problems in our lives. We need to first stop being afraid, calm down, stand stillness, don't start shaking, running helter-skelter, looking for help here, looking for help there. Just stand where you are and pray to God. And then you see His salvation. Fear ye not. That's the first thing. So is that possible not to be afraid? Yes. If you have faith, you will not walk in fear. Most of us, our faith is so small. Any little problem, we start shaking. Say, fear ye not. 2 Chronicles 20, 15 and 17. Isaiah 41, 10, 13, 14. Isaiah 41, 10, 13 and 14. 2 Chronicles 20, 15 and 17. Those 3 principles you and I need to be guided by daily, especially when we go through trials. We must not be afraid, trusting in God, that God that led us so far will not depart from us, will not leave us alone. Jesus Christ said, "Lo, I'm with you even to the end of the world. I will never leave you nor forsake you." Even in the midst of a trouble, Jesus is with you. Don't say, "Oh, how can Jesus be with me when I'm in this trouble, when I've lost my job, when I've lost my this, when I don't have this?" Yes. Remember Joseph? Joseph was a slave. He was sold as a slave in Potiphar's house. And even in the slave house, God was with him. Then he was forced to kill Potiphar's wife and put into prison. And says, even in that prison, God was with him. God is just strengthening your faith. Go on. 2 Chronicles 20, 15, 17. And Isaiah 41, 10, 13 and 14.
Isaiah 41, 10.
13 and 14.
Fear not,
Yes.
for I am with you.
Uh-huh.
Be not be dismayed,
Yes.
for I am your God.
Mm-hmm.
I will strengthen you.
Yes.
Yes, I will help you.
Yes.
I will uphold you with my righteous hand.
Uh-huh.
For I, the Lord your God,
Yes.
will hold your right hand,
Uh-huh.
saying to you,
Yes.
fear not,
Uh-huh.
I will help you.
That is it.
Fear not,
Yes.
you one Jacob, you men of Israel,
Yes.
I will help you,
Mm-hmm.
says the Lord.
See, God is giving them assurance, constantly telling them not to be afraid, because He would hold them, He would never leave them nor forsake them. That's the message to you and I today. Do not be afraid. Don't go into fear. Don't panic. How can a child of the Creator be panicking? You say, "I don't feel the Lord's presence." Yes, but He's still there. Even in the lion's den, He was there with Daniel. In the midst of the fire, the furnace, He was the 4th man in the furnace. The fire did not burn the children of Israel. So with you, not that you won't go into the fire. No, that's not the issue here. It's that despite the fire, despite the lion's den, you will still overcome. Remember I said that when you walk through the waters, when you walk through the fire, it will not burn you. It will not kill upon you. It's not like you won't walk. It's a misplaced hope to think that, oh, I want to go through life without problems. Oh, well, that's too hard. That's foolishness. You cannot get to heaven without problems. You have to go through problems. So you must not accept it. But you know that every problem, God will take you through. So the righteous man may fall 7 times. But what? He will be get up again. He will not remain down. See? So that's the message Moses told them. Say, fear ye not. Stand still. Don't start running help. Some of people, oh, please call this prophet for me. Oh, call this herbalist from in the village. Oh, please. They panic. Tell them to say, Lord, this is now time to show your glory. As you did in the life of Joseph, as you did in the life of Daniel, as you did in the life of Moses. Show your glory in my life. Somebody once said that when you go through a trial, instead of you regretting and lamenting, you should thank God that God has found you worthy to be tested like that, because He knows that you cannot fail. The greater the test, the greater the trust God has in you. Look at Job. You know, God told Job, God told Satan, I know my servant Job. Because Satan said, oh, he will accuse you to your face. He will turn against you when you take away his wealth. God said, no. Okay, you can go to him. You can go and test him, but I know he will not deny me. Does God have the same faith in you? Can God trust you like that? Can you say, oh, don't worry, Satan, you can go and test my son. You can take away his job, take away his car, take away everything. I know he will not deny me. Meanwhile, you are here lamenting and crying, and God is boasting about you in heaven. And you say, oh, God has deserted me. Oh, God has left me. No. God has never left you. He's just testing your faith and bringing you all closer to me. You see? So the children didn't realize that when they saw their enemy pursuing after them to kill them, they felt that that's it. God had left them. God was nowhere to be found. They were going to be killed. And Moses reassured them. He said, the Lord shall fight for you and shall hold your peace. The battle, your battle is not your battle. Your battle is the Lord's battle. Remember when those 3 kings, the Ammonites, came to attack Judah, and the king was told, and they prayed, and as 2 Chronicles 20, verse 20. And as they were praying and fasting, the prophet said, the battle is not yours. This is my battle. Every battle you and I face in life, it is the Lord's battle, not your battle. And God that will fight and give you the victory. So the Lord shall fight for you, and you shall hold your peace. Isaiah 30, verse 15. Second Chronicles 20:29. 2 Chronicles 20:29. Isaiah 30, verse 15. This is a message of hope and faith today. God is real, because all of us are going through one problem or another in life. How do we face it? How do we overcome it? That's what this message is about. Go on. 2 Chronicles 20:29, Isaiah 30, verse 15.
2 Chronicles 20:29.
Yes.
And the fear of God.
2 Chronicles 20:29.
And the fear of God was on all the kings.
Okay, 2 Chronicles 20:29. Is that first or second? Has already read it? 2 Chronicles 20:29. Really, so you can find it. That's right. 20:29 says, I read it now. It says, yeah, that's correct. It's correct, yes. Okay. And the fear of God was on all the kingdoms of those countries when they had come and the Lord had fought against the enemies of Israel. That's correct. And the second passage, the other passage, Isaiah 5:15. The fear of God because the Lord had fought for his children, so the Lord will fight for you. But you are so afraid because you're going through the battle. No, God wants to make you a warrior. He wants to strengthen you. That's why he's allowing you to go through that. Yes.
For thus says the Lord God,
Mm-hmm.
the Holy One of Israel,
Mm-hmm.
in returning and
Yes.
rest shall be saved.
That is it.
In quietness
Mm-hmm.
and confidence
Mm-hmm.
shall be your strength.
That is it. In quietness and confidence shall be your strength. Not in running helter skelter, not in panicking, not in shaking. No. Most of us, what we do, when we face an attack, we just start shaking. And we're like chocolate soldiers that melt in the heat. God is saying, no, I want you to be better than that. I want you to be sharp, like a sharp sword that I can use. Where did that come from? Have you not heard the story of one evangelist, apostle, pastor of faith, Wigglesworth? One day Satan appeared to him while he was sleeping. And then he woke up. And when he woke up, he saw Satan at the foot of his bed. You know what he did? He said, oh, Satan, it's just you. And he just covered himself on that today. Satan was totally finished. He could not believe. He said, what? He's not even afraid? He said, oh, Satan. He went back to bed. That's what God wants you. He said, I'm going to die. Jesus. No. God is training you and I to be very courageous warriors for Him, so that we can fight battles, not be shaken, running helter-skelter. The Bible says that there is no temptation that you're going to come across, but that in every temptation, God has made a way out. In every temptation, God has made a way out. Just like the problem these Israelites were going through, God already had a solution. They didn't know that. All they needed to do was to trust God, that He had it in His hands, He would take them out, and that's it. But like most of us, they panicked. So the Lord told Moses, why do you cry to me? Speak to the children of Israel that they go forward. You see? They had stopped on their journey because of what they saw. God says, no, don't let anything disturb you. Keep on moving forward. Just like you. Keep on praying. Keep on fasting. Keep on doing what you're going to do. Don't let anything discourage you. When Satan sends an arrow against you, many people, because of the trial, they've quit coming to church. They've quit praying. They've quit fasting. They say, what's the point? After I was doing all this, and now I lost my job, I lost my wife, I lost this, I lost that. So this doesn't work. And they stop going to church. This happens on a daily basis. In that test of their lives, they have failed the test. Because that is exactly what Satan wanted them to be. He wanted them to quit church, to lose their salvation. And God said, I'm going to allow you to go through the tests to see how strong you are in faith. And many people, they stop, they backslide. When that's an opportunity for you to get closer to God in prayer and fasting and vigils. And of course you will overcome. God won't let that thing overcome you. But all He wants for you is to stand still. It says, those that wait upon the Lord shall what? They shall renew their strength. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not be faint. Are you standing still in your problem you're going through right now? Or are you shaking like a jellyfish? Move by the wave of the sea. You have to stand still. It doesn't matter. Whatever happens, I will not stop praying. I will not stop fasting. I will not do my vigil. And I shall see the salvation of the Lord in this my problem. That's what God is expecting you and I. God told Moses, why are you crying to me? Lift up your rod and stretch out your hand over the sea and divide it. And the children shall go on dry ground through the midst of the sea. So God gave Moses instructions. He said, look, Moses, there's no need crying to me. In your hand is your deliverance. You have the answer in your hands. Just like you and I, we have the answer in our mouths, in our faith. God already gave us the power to overcome. And because of fear, we don't know how to use it. He's giving you prayers, He's giving you fasting, He's giving you that vigil. That's it. You just keep on doing that and see things turn around for your good. So it says, Moses, I'm not going to do this. You are the one that's going to solve your problem because I've already given you that rod. Use that rod to divide the rest. I'm sure Moses never thought of that in his life. He never thought that a sea would be divided. No. He didn't know that he had the power. That rod had done so many miracles already. He had caused the water to turn to blood, the darkness, the flies, hailstorm. Had done all that. But Moses didn't know that rod would also divide the Red Sea. So God gave him instruction and says, I will harden the hearts of the Egyptians that they shall follow them. I will get them on upon Pharaoh and upon all his hosts, on his chariots and his horsemen. So when you have an unrepentant enemy that is constantly chasing you, know that God allowed them and hardened them purposely to destroy them before you. Because at the end of this exercise, Pharaoh was destroyed before the king of Israel. They saw his dead body floating on the Red Sea. But when the trouble began, they didn't know that. They thought that we were going to kill them, that their own bodies would be in the sea. And so when the angel of God went behind them, that angel of God was the Lord Jesus Christ. And they put darkness on the side of the Egyptians and light on the side of the Israelites. So they couldn't see them. They couldn't attack them anymore. Because suddenly it was dark. They didn't know where they were going. And then God divided the sea. Moses read out his command about the sea, and the Lord caused a wind to separate the sea. And the sea became dry land, and the waters were divided. So will God divide the Red Sea before you and I. In every situation we face, every impossibility to us, to God it wasn't impossible, but to children of Israel was an impossibility. They had never seen a sea divided before, talkers of dry ground. They felt there was no hope. Pharaoh was behind, Red Sea was in front. Where are they going to run to? And there was no boats. These people were poor people who were delivered. So to them, it was an impossible situation. But God said, is there anything too hard for me? Maybe in your own problem right now, you're thinking, how can God solve this problem? I don't see a way out of this. Yes. If you serve the living God, there is a way out for you. There is a solution to that problem which only God knows. And if you wait on Him, He will make it known at the right time. But if you're so fearful that you wouldn't see that, because your mind is not at rest, you can't sleep, you can't. No. It says, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. So the wind came, divided the sea became dry ground. Can you imagine? That impossibility, that mountain was leveled before them. God did it. And they walked on the sea as if on dry ground. What a miraculous manifestation of God's power. And then in the morning, the Lord looked again, and they allowed the Israelites to pursue them. They allowed them to enter the sea because they saw that the sea had been divided. And they said, oh, the children are going, wasn't there an escape? So God lured them into that sea, and when they entered the sea, He caused the sea to cover them, and they were all drowned. So the waters returned and covered the chariots and the horsemen and all the hosts of Pharaoh that came to the sea after them. There remained not so much as one of them. All of them perished, including Pharaoh. They all perished in that sea. But the children of Israel walked on dry land in the midst of the sea, and the waters were walled to them on their right hand and on their left. So one part of the sea was dry, the other part was covered with water. Another miracle of God. So the children, as they were going, they were on dry sea, but the enemies pursued them. They were covered by that sea. So God destroyed our enemies who are about to kill us. Our repentant enemies who have said, no, we would have thought that Pharaoh, after he saw the loss of his firstborn and all the firstborn of Egyptians and all their animals, that he would say, this God is too strong for me. No, he said, no, I'm going to pursue them. There are enemies like that in your life. One said that no matter what, they will keep on pursuing you. But you will see with your own eyes these people as God destroys them before your eyes. That same Red Sea they used to trap, they want to trap you, is the same, that will be their grave. The snare, the trap they planned for you will be their own grave in Jesus' name. So in the book of Romans, what we do with that? The Apostle Paul wrote about God, and he said, what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God? God forbids. Because God said He will have mercy on those who have mercy, and He will harden those who will harden. So the people are questioning God. They say, in that case, why does God have to blame us? Said, so then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of God that showeth mercy. In other words, it's not up to us. It's up to God. Whatever happens in your life is up to God. Are you a child of mercy or a child of hardened? So God said, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. let me be the object of your mercy. Exodus 33 verse 19. Don't let me be an object of your hardening. Let me be an object of your mercy. Because it said, as it's written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. So Esau had nothing to do with it. It was God's decision. Just like Judas was the son of perdition out of all the 12 apostles. May we be the son of, not be the son of perdition. May we not be the child that we allowed to carry the curse of the family. So it's not of him that runneth or willeth, but of God that showeth mercy. You see? Proverbs 16 verse 4. Can we read it? Exodus 9:16, Proverbs 16 verse 4. For the scripture said to Pharaoh, for this same purpose have I raised you up, that I might show my power in you, and my name might be declared throughout all the earth. So that Pharaoh was raised up by God to show God's miraculous power. It was used as a scapegoat to demonstrate God's power, and in the end was destroyed. Go on. Exodus 9, 16, Proverbs 16 verse 4. Yeah. Proverbs 16 verse 4. Proverbs 16 verse 4. So, in other words, God is sovereign. Therefore, he hath mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will he hardeneth. Then you will say to me, why does he yet find fault? In other words, if God is the one who makes the decision, why is he still finding fault with us? One, can we read it?
Proverbs 16.
Verse 4, yeah.
The Lord hath made all things for himself.
Yes.
Yea, even the wicked for
the day. Even the wicked. Verse 16, verse 4. Okay.
for the day
For the day
of
of evil, yes, for the day of evil. Even the wicked for the day of evil. See?
Exodus 9.
16.
But indeed, for this purpose,
Yes.
I have raised you up, that I may show my power in you, and that my name may be declared in all.
God raised up Moses to show his power. And at the end was destroyed. So I say that Pharaoh, raised up Pharaoh that will show his power in his life. Then you will say to me, why does he find fault? Or who had said his will? In other words, God has made the decision. Why does he find fault with us? And Apostle Paul said, no, you man, who are you that you reply against God? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why have you formed me? Or have not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel to honor and another to dishonor? In other words, God is sovereign. We cannot question him. There are things you and I can never, ever understand. People who claim to know the mind of God are being very foolish indeed. We cannot know the mind of God except God tells us his mind. God's mind is too deep. He said, as the heavens are above the earth, so are my thoughts higher than your thoughts. So how can you say you know what God is doing or what God is planning? No, you can't. Unless he tells you. He's far above us. So God is the one who makes the choice. That's why we say we should pray, Lord, make me an object of your mercy. Make me a vessel of honor. Don't let me be the son of perdition. Don't let me be like the Pharaoh. We are going to display your power in there. No, that's a prayer. You think Judas wanted to be the son of perdition? No, of course not. But he was chosen to carry that cost and sentence on his life. And God, if he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessel of mercy, which he had before prepared, even unto us he has called, not only the Jews but also the Gentiles. And Isaiah said, I will call them my people who are not my people, and my beloved who are not my beloved. That's exactly us, the Gentiles. God showed us mercy. When the Jews rejected our Savior, then the door was open for us to come in. So I come to pass that the place where it was said unto them, you are not my people, there they shall be called the children of the living God. Isaiah also cried, saying, though the number of Israel is as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved. For he finished the work and cut it short in righteousness, because the short work of the Lord may come on the earth. What is that work? That is the cross of Jesus Christ, the salvation he gave to us. So what shall we say then? That the Gentiles which followed not after righteousness have attained righteousness, even the righteousness which is of faith. But Israel, which followed after the law of righteousness, have not attained the law of righteousness. So we got it through our believing in the work of the cross. But the Israelites, the Jews, tried to obtain it, and can never be good enough to earn salvation. So we thank God for his word tonight, for his message of hope, his message of faith and encouragement to us, that we should no longer fret when we face trials and tribulations, but trust in God, not shake, but be still, and we will see the salvation of the Lord. Let us pray. Jehovah, Jesus Christ, Holy Michael, the God of salvation, the God of deliverance, the God of Moses, the God that divided the Red Sea, the God that can never fail. We thank you for this words of blessing to us today. We thank you that you are a God that will never leave your children in harm. You are a God that will never let their enemies kill them. Oh, we thank you that you are the good shepherd, that you will always provide for our needs. Father, and go through this tribulation and this test. Give us the faith to trust in you. Give us the courage. Remove fear and unbelief from our hearts. Let us not panic, but to stand still and see your salvation. For your word declares that you are not giving us the spirit of fear, but of power, sound mind, and love. Thank you, Lord, for strengthening us. Thank you, Lord, for giving your faith, even the faith that overcomes the world. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen, amen, amen. In Jesus' name.